Big one. What's up, guys? I'm Ryan with Ryan Epps Fishing. Now, on today's video, we got the tournament footage, Morristown Marine Team Trail, stop number 4, Watts Bar Lake. It's gonna be a good time. Y'all sit back, relax. Hope y'all enjoy today's video.
Boat 50, boat 50.
And they're all gone.
Yeah, and they left. So we're gonna work that way. There was some shad in the pocket. See, now you can actually see the outcroppings. Didn't slow down too good. This is a good stretch though. I didn't get any bites, but I didn't fish.
It's a good stretch. I didn't get any bites. I didn't see any fish. Didn't catch any fish. It's a great spot though.
I didn't slow down either.
Ain't no fish. Ain't no fish.
Ain't no fish?
I mean, it's a great deal if there's fish.
How you gonna have a shad on it? Not be a big deal.
They fed all night.
There wasn't no moon last night. Was there?
I have no idea. I lost him. Felt little. I'm taking this jig off. That's that same jig. Done with that. Done. Here. The next one might. I mean, you saw that. There's nothing wrong with that hook set.
You still had meat.
Little. Huh?
You cracked the whip on him, though. Let's fish in the ditch for the peanuts. Probably where they are.
We're just reassuring them that the males are up there.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to.
And you think the males are up there in them docks? I don't know. Watch these guys. Yep, they're up there.
Let's go look at them spawn fish. I don't think the females are back there, but the two females we've seen have both been
Pretty close to the front.
Pretty close to the front.
Yeah. Okay, I see him.
She may not be locked on. There she is.
Look at that toad.
Like I said, I found a good fish.
Yeah, she's biggin'. That's over 30.
Yeah.
She's a biggin'.
The last thing I want to do is tell you 3 pounds and show up and it be.
She's better than what you said.
And see, you can see his bed now. It's a little gravel bar right there.
Let's see what his attitude's like.
Not very good. He's 5 feet from it.
Yeah, I don't think. There's Big Mama.
Oh, here she comes.
Ah.
Oh yeah, she healthy.
Ain't no eggs in that bed, boss.
She's swimming towards us to get away from it.
No, ain't nobody gonna catch that fish today.
Unless she pulls up at the end of the day.
I doubt it.
She's closer today than she was last night.
I mean,
she's not just leaving it though. She's close.
she's close.
Like yesterday, she was sitting over here. We need to check it later today. Let's roll on.
Yep.
I don't know. Digging.
It'll keep. All right.
We'll let you.
It'll keep, I think. I'll measure it.
I don't know. It's gonna be pushing it.
Our wacky king.
It's gonna be pushing it.
And that stupid worm, too.
It stinks like a rock. It works great for a wacky rig.
You shitting me? Really? I really don't have one. I don't know what's going on. I got fish that refuse to go on bed. I've got a shad spawn that produces nothing, that like they don't even care. I got a shitload of males up shallow that aren't even fanning anymore.
It's so odd in this lake. When you get out of a big creek, there's just no people. I mean, is that population that bad when you get out of a big creek?
Well, that was my fear. Biggin'. Biggin'.
Couldn't get the net, buddy.
He ain't no biggin', but it's way better than what we've been getting. I don't think it's a bass. Yeah, it is. All right.
That's impressive. That is impressive. I've never seen that.
Me either. God, he felt huge.
You had him in the tail.
Good Lord, I don't even think he'll keep. My God, I stuck his ass. I don't think he'll keep.
I don't think it will.
I mean, I can try.
Measuring board's 14 and a half maybe. A short fish.
I don't even think he's 14.
That's it. 14 and a quarter.
Broke it.
Fish?
Yep. line is frayed.
Somehow there's only one fish in the boat.
Yeah, and I put it there. Feel free to add to it at any time you choose. All right, guys, let's talk about what worked today. Now, today's video was stop number 4, Morristown Marine Team Trail, Watts Bar Lake. Watts Bar has been my nemesis from day one. Out of all the lakes in this area, I'm talking all of them. Me and Watts Bar have never got along. I have not figured Watts Bar out. Y'all have seen me attempt Watts Bar a few times, and the outcome has never been too spectacular. But we practiced. I had a couple days of practice down there. If I remember, I think I practiced 2 days down there. You know, I've had such a bad taste in my mouth about Watts Bar over the years that I really kind of wanted to try to avoid everything that I had ever done on Watts Bar and just go to a totally different area of the lake, pick something that I like down there, focus my practice on that, and just totally start fresh, wipe the slate clean with that lake. And things started off pretty decent. Went into to a few of those areas that I had picked out, and was actually catching pretty good numbers of fish. The problem that always has been there for me on that lake is the quality. Basically, in practice, the docks pretty much dominated that first bit of practice for me. So day one, they had flooded those docks, and you could go down through there. I was taking a 3/8 ounce, just a basic ball head jig, 3/8 ounce jig with a zoom Z-crawl on it, green pumpkin. A lot of those docks had fish on them, especially if the docks were, you know, kind of positioned at the mouths of those pockets and stuff. Most of those docks had males on them. We kind of expanded on that day 2 of practice, and moving on a little farther back in there, you start to see some males fanning some beds and stuff. We actually saw a few beds on day 2 of practice. And so, you know, where we know that we're going to be in a deal where quality was going to be a problem, because this tournament was pretty different in the sense that you had the option. You could either lock through to Chickamauga or you could fish Watts Bar. Now, looking back on it, was there really any option to make other than locking through to Chickamauga? No, not really. I've got a lot more experience on the upper end of Chickamauga. I've spent a lot more time down there. I know that area down there way better than I do any stretch on Watts Bar. I believe, if I remember right, I think there was another big tournament going out of Dayton, or a somewhat big tournament going out of Dayton, and I just felt like it was going to be a lot of boats down there, a lot of pressure, and we felt like Watts Bar gave us a better opportunity to have a solid finish. But looking back on it, we definitely would have locked through the Chick. Now, anyway, I got distracted. So day 2 of practice, we found quite a few males fanning beds. We found several beds. The females had not pulled up on them yet. Now, where we really went wrong in this entire tournament is we put all of our eggs in that basket. Literally, our only hope for this tournament was the time from practice to tournament day. We were relying on those females to pull up and lock on beds. And we really thought that was the only way that the quality was going to show up for us, was if the females pulled up onto those beds that the males were fanning that we had found. We had found a lot of that going on. We'd found quite a few beds actually, males fanning beds. So we felt like if they did that, you know, we would have quite a bit of stuff to run. And basically day 2 of practice, we spent most of the time that we had there just running around and finding areas where we saw males fanning and stuff like that, to have all these different places to go look and see if females had pulled up. The problem with that whole thing is what you do. Okay, that's plan A. If you don't have a plan B and you're not able to establish a plan B and plan A goes to shit, then it all goes to shit. So, you know, spoiler alert, plan A went to shit. I have never seen anything like that, what happened. And I still am just clueless about what happened there. I mean, we had males fanning beds, we had beds found, ready to go. And not only did the females not pull up on the beds, but most of the males were gone. I mean, gone. Just, they were totally abandoned what they were doing, and they were gone. And it was like that everywhere we went, every place that we found. We had one fish, one bed that a female had pulled over on. And we just hit that too early. I mean, we were a day or so too early. She was getting close to locking on that bed. That was a quality fish. Y'all saw us in the video mess around there for a little bit, but the thing is, it don't matter how close by they're gonna stick around. If they're not locked on that bed, we ain't catching them. There was no catching that fish. That's one of those deals. She ain't locked on, you ain't catching her. And we basically just had to look at her. That's the nature of bed fishing. If it ain't right, it ain't gonna happen. So our fish didn't lock on, and not only did the females not pull up and not lock on, but the males were gone. And that happened in a span of a day, I think. A day, maybe a day and a half. That was crazy. Now, we did kind of have a notion, actually, on the way to the boat ramp to put in to launch off for that tournament, that because most of our practice days, well, all of our practice days, we never were able to get out there just the way our schedules lined up and stuff. We were never able to get out there first thing of the morning. So we kind of had the notion, is it possible that there's a shad spawn that we're missing, that's kind of holding these fish up a little bit, and got their attention. And it turns out there was a shad spawn going on. There was a pretty decent gizzard shad spawn going on, and we got lucky enough, just because we kind of know where those deals take place at. We pulled in on one that was just firing off. First stop that morning. There were gizzard shad spawning everywhere. I think we had, you know, 3 or 4 places there right off the bat there were gizzard shad spawning, but there ain't no fish on them. So it don't do you any good. They can spawn like hell and they can be everywhere, but if there ain't no fish chasing them, there ain't no fish interested in eating them, it don't do you a damn bit of good. So that's where we were at. We got distracted by a gizzard shad spawn that had no fish on it, and we put all of our eggs in the basket of females literally going up to lay eggs and locking on bed. They didn't do that. So why they didn't do that, I don't know. But they didn't. And there you go. So now you're left with no plan B, and you're just running around like a broke leg chicken all day long, just clucking around in a circle, looking like a fool. And that's what we did. We did a hell of a job of that, and that was our day. At some point, I think we just broke down and started fishing transitions leading into pockets and dragging Carolina rigs, dragging baits around. And I caught our only keeper of the day doing that. I don't even know how many fish we caught. I think we caught 3 or 4 fish. Only one of them fish was a keeper. And that was just dragging a Carolina rig creature bait around those transition areas. That's it. And that really wasn't even something that we could duplicate. We tried to duplicate that in other areas. That was a spot deal. There was a few fish on a spot, and we were able to catch them on a Carolina rig. So the clock struck 0. We chucked our one keeper back in the lake, skipped the whole weigh-in deal, loaded her on the trailer, and went to the house. That was Watts Bar. It ain't pretty. I ain't happy about it, but it is what it is. You just got to take that and learn from it and move on. Spoiler alert, we got Douglas coming up next. If you've looked at the results from Douglas, you're gonna see that we probably didn't learn from this. So we're gonna talk about Douglas in the next video. But it was a rough couple weeks for us there. If you can say this and that, it's easy to sit here and look back and say we coulda, shoulda, woulda done this. We didn't, and we got the finish that we deserved. That is how it is. We put all our eggs in one basket. That basket had a hole in it, and all our shit fell out on the floor. That is what it is. That's tournament fishing. One last thing that I want to say, I know I have been extremely slow getting these videos out to you guys. I have been holding on to this footage for a while. It's literally just been time to edit these videos. We've got a new addition to the family. My son was born literally like 4 days before the 2 days before the Watts Bar tournament. My son was born. So shout out to my wife. She was cool enough. I've got an awesome wife. I love her to death. And she was perfectly fine with me going and fishing the Watts Bar tournament, which is incredible. I've got an excellent wife. I know that. But my whole point with this is we got a new addition to the family, and my free time went from about this to about this now with 2 kids. And so yeah, that's where the biggest delays in the videos are. Frankly, the time that I had to edit videos is now taking care of our new addition, which nothing wrong with that. But I appreciate y'all's patience. I know the videos have been slow getting out. I know I've been holding on to this footage for a while, and I do apologize, but you know, life happens, and we're gonna adapt with it, and keep trucking on, keep catching fish, keep making videos, and keep making this thing happen. That's all I got for y'all today, guys. If you all like the videos, make sure you go hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. It's going to let you all know when I put out all my new videos. If you got any questions or comments, feel free to leave those in the comment section down below. I will get back to y'all with any answers I can give you. Until next time, y'all make some time, get out there on the water and catch you a few. I'm Ryan Epps. Y'all have a good one.